Real Madrid shouldn't be allowed to do this. Real Madrid have signed Kylian Mbappe, David Alaba, Antonio Rudiger, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Ibrahima Konate for a combined price of, actually, instead of just telling you, let's play a little game. What's more expensive, all those players or a Greg's sausage roll? Well, if you guessed all those players, you were wrong. Meanwhile, other clubs all around the world are spending 80 million, 100 million, 120 million to sign just one player. So how are Real Madrid getting some of the best players in world football without paying the same fees as everyone else? In fact, without paying anything at all? Well, the answer is not money. And that's why every club should actually be worried. Because Real Madrid may have just found the most powerful loophole in football history. Now, before the Madrid fans start typing, no, this isn't cheating. No, this isn't illegal. You're just a salty Liverpool fan. Yes, I am. That's why I looked into this. And because I'm salty, for the next few minutes, we're going to call it a loophole. Because technically, that is what it is. Deal? Good. See, most clubs, they be competing in the transfer market. They see a player, they negotiate a fee, and then they overpay. And then they pray that the player is actually worth it. Real Madrid don't seem interested in that anymore. They're too good for it. Instead, they've went and found a completely different market to dominate. The contract market. And that's where things get scary. Think about Kylian Mbappe, all right? Think about Alaba, Rudiger, Trent. Different clubs, different countries, different situations, yet somehow the same thing keeps happening. Contract runs down, Real Madrid sends a cheeky DM, the player leaves, the pattern repeats. At some point, it low-key starts looking like a bit of a strategy. Here's a little fun stat for the stat merchants here. Since 2021, Real Madrid have spent less on Mbappe, Rudiger, Trent, Konate combined than Chelsea spent on Modric alone. Whoever thought of that one? Yeah, man. Dark times for you. So how is that possible? The answer is the loophole. What is the loophole? Damn, okay, I'm getting there. Okay, let's say a player's worth 100 million. Nice round figure. Normally that money goes to the club, the selling club gets paid, everyone moves on, happy days. But if Real Madrid are waiting until the contract is expiring, then nobody's getting that 100 mil. And then the transfer fee disappears. Well, not exactly. Because Real Madrid didn't spend that 100 mil, guess what? They've got 100 mil to spend in bonuses and sign-ons. Well, there it is. Madrid can offer higher wages, huge sign-on bonus, agent fees, whatever it takes. Suddenly, a player isn't really choosing between staying and leaving. They're now choosing between staying and getting nothing, or leaving, getting to play for Real Madrid, and also getting a massive payday. Who would say no to that? Not exactly a fair fight, is it? Now, you might be wondering, well, if it's that simple, why doesn't everyone do it? Well, simple. Because most clubs are not Real Madrid. Let's be honest, if Brighton tells a player to wait 12 months, that's not happening at all. If Tottenham tell a player to wait 12 months, that's also not happening. But if Real Madrid tell you to wait, just hold on there, boy. Interesting. Because Madrid just doesn't offer money. Well, they do. But they also offer something else. They offer the Bernabeu. They offer Champions League football. They offer Ballon d'Or opportunities and a place in football history. I played for Real Madrid, you know, me. For some players, it's too much of a, I need it. Some players, yeah, too much. And you know what, Red? I think I can trace this back to one simple transfer. Eden Hazard. What was he, 100 mil, 130 something? I don't know. I don't remember. But he's one of the biggest transfers in football history at the time. And let's be honest, it didn't really work out. And I'm sure Madrid would have felt some type of way about that. Injuries, fitness issues. Madrid spent a fortune and got almost nothing back. Imagine being the executive that approved that deal. Yeah, long day, bro. Long day. Every board meeting would have been like a court appearance. And that situation is basically the equivalent of, right? You're 15, 16, whatever. You've just been heartbroken for the first time ever. So now you're like, oh my God, I'm never going to love again. Let me tell you, come. That's childish. And so are you, Madrid, for doing this. Holiness. Now, obviously, Madrid didn't just come off transfers forever. They still pay here and there, you know. Chuck a little 60 mil over there. Chuck a little 40 mil over there. Jude was 100 mil, but yeah. But after Hazard, something definitely changed. The wire snapped. The club became patient. really patient. Instead of asking, how do we buy this player? They started asking, how do we just get him to come here without all that faff? And yes, you see the Liverpool top right. I am a Liverpool fan, so there is some bias to this. But here's what I'm going to say. Today, it's me. Tomorrow, could be you. This is a problem. This is a big problem. Because how are you going to stop it? Can't force a player to sign a new contract. Can't keep extending deals forever. You can't put them on a 90-year contract. Chelsea made sure no one could do that ever again. So once that contract starts ticking down, just know that DM is coming from Uncle Madrid.